Lu Ji, Empress of Liu Bang, Emperor Gaozu of the Han Dynasty. Her life was quite extraordinary. At the end of the Qin Dynasty, all the heroes came together and wars continued. Lu Ji and Liu Bang shared hardships and adversity, and fought hard under difficult conditions. In the end, Liu Bang finally won the world. Lu Ji originally lived with her father Liu Gong in Shanfu County, Dang County. Later, the Liu family moved to Pei County to avoid their enemies. Liu Gong had a very good relationship with the magistrate of Pei County. In order to curry favor with their superiors, the officials of Pei County went to congratulate the Liu family on their move. Xiaohe, the chief official, was responsible for arranging the seating arrangements for the guests. He asked his servants to arrange for those whose gifts were less than 1,000 copper coins to be seated in the hall. At that time, Liu Bang was just a small pavilion chief with very little income, but he always regarded himself as aloof. Although he had no money, he did not want to miss this opportunity, and did not want to be subordinate. In addition, he always looked down on these officials, so he entered the name card he saw falsely stated congratulations on 10,000 yuan, but in fact he didn't bring any money with him. When Lu Zihi's father found out, he came out angrily to drive him away, but was shocked when he saw Liu Bang. He felt that Liu Bang would be an extraordinary person in the future, so he led him into the hall and sat down. Xiaohe told Liu Gong that Liu Bang only talked big words and had no achievements, but Liu Gong disagreed. After Liu Bang sat in the guest seat, he loudly ridiculed other Pei County officials. After the banquet went on for a certain period of time, Liu Gong said, "I am good at reading faces, but I have never seen anyone as extraordinary as you. I have a daughter, and I hope you will accept her as your wife." Afterwards, Liu Gong's wife Liu Ao was very angry, and said, "You said before that your daughter is very rare and you must marry a very good husband. The magistrate of Pei County treats you so well, but you still refuse to marry your daughter to him, and you actually want to marry her to Liu Bang." Liu Gong said, "This is not something you a woman understands." Still Liu Gong married Lu Ji to Liu Bang. Liu Bang was the pavilion chief, and was rarely at home, and rarely engaged in production. Lu Ji took care of the housework at home and worked in the fields. Lu Ji gave birth to a daughter, Princess Liu Yuan, and a son, Emperor Hui Liu Ying, for Liu Bang. Before that, Liu Bang had already had an eldest son, Liu Fei, with his mistress Cao. In 209 BC, the first year of Qin II, Liu Bang responded to Chen Sheng's uprising. Almost all the Liu family members participated in Liu Bang's uprising team, and followed him to fight in the north and south. While fighting Xiongyu, Liu Bang and dozens of cavalries were defeated and fled through his hometown of Pei County. He wanted to take his family away with him. Unexpectedly, Liu Bang's father Taigong and Lu Ji had been taken hostage by Xiongyu. He only met his son Liu Ying and his sister on the road. Then he took them into the carriage. The Chu cavalry pursued him. Liu Bang was in a hurry and pushed Liu Ying and Liu Yuan out of the car. Xiahao Ying got out of the car and picked them up. They went back and forth many times and finally escaped safely. When Lu Ji, Liu Bang's parents, and other family members were captured by the Chu army, Shen Yiji accompanied Lu Ji for a year. After that, the Chu and Han armies faced off in the Yin-Yang area for 3 years. It was not until September 203 BC that the Chu and Han armies signed an armistice agreement dividing the world with the chasm as the boundary. Xiongyu released Taigong and Lu Ji back to the Han dynasty. Soon after that, Xiongyu was defeated. Liu Bang officially proclaimed himself emperor, and then established Lu Ji as the empress, his son Liu Ying as the prince, and his daughter as Princess Liu Yuan. Later, he married his daughter to Zhang Ao. From then on, Lu Ji began to gradually participate in Liu Bang's political affairs, and made great efforts to make suggestions for Liu Bang. Among Liu Bang's many concubines, his favorite was concubine Qi, a native of Dingtao, Shandong. Not only was she a rival in love with Empress Lush, also posed a threat to the legitimacy of Crown Prince Liu Ying. Liu Bang considered Liu Ying to be benevolent and weak, unlike himself, and often considered deposing him and replacing him with concubine Qi's son, Liu Ruai, who resembled him. However, when Liu Bang proposed this idea at court, it was met with unanimous opposition. Someone suggested that Empress Liu contact Zhang Liang, who offered a countermeasure, inviting the 4 elders of Shangshan. Empress Liu immediately dispatched Liu Shizhi with a handwritten letter from the crown prince, offering humble words, a comfortable carriage, and generous gifts. She persuaded the eloquent debater to insist on the invitation, and eventually the 4 elders of Shangshan came out of retirement and took up residence at the residence of Liu Shizhi, Marquis of Jiancheng. Later, Liu Bang reiterated his intention to depose the crown prince. Just as this crisis loomed, a celebratory banquet was being held at court. The crown prince, accompanied by the 4 elders, came to pay their respects. Surprised, Liu Bang saw the 4 elderly men, with white beards and loose robes and wide belts, standing beside the crown prince, and showing him great respect. He asked them who they were. The 4 elders stepped forward and announced their names: Duke Dongyuan, Xiansheng Luli, Kili Ji, and Duke Xiahuang. Liu Bang was shocked. I have invited you for years, but you have all fled me. Why are you now willingly following my son? The 4 men replied, Your Majesty despises scholars and loves to abuse them. We resolutely refuse to be humiliated, so we fled in fear. We have heard that the crown prince is benevolent, filial, respectful, and caring, and that all the people in the world would be willing to die for him. So we have come. After the congratulatory ceremony, the 4 elders slowly departed, following the crown prince. Liu Bang watched the 4 men leave from the hall. He summoned concubine Qi, pointed out the 4 men, and said, I originally wanted to depose the crown prince, but he has these 4 noblemen as his assistants. His reputation is growing, and he has already grown into a powerful figure. It will be difficult to change him now. Empress Liu and Zhang Liang played an indispensable role in Liu Ying's avoidance of dethronement. The struggle to dethrone the crown prince ended in the Liu family's victory. Empress Liu was a resolute woman who assisted Liu Bang in stabilizing the country. She orchestrated the murder of Han Xin and the extermination of Peng Yu and other kings with different surnames, thus preventing future dangers for the Han dynasty. She played a crucial role in eliminating separatist forces, eliminating hidden dangers, and consolidating the early Han regime. King Han Xin of Chu was a prominent general under Liu Bang, and he made tremendous historical contributions during the Chu-Han War. After Liu Bang conquered the country, he suspected him of treason and demoted him to the Marquis of Huadian. This unwarranted loss of his title and lands caused Han Xin great dismay, and he feigned illness and remained indoors. Empress Liu conspired with Prime Minister Xiaohe, who went to see Han Xin, and tricked him into going to Chang'er Palace. Upon entering the palace, heavily armed guards laid in ambush and swarmed him, forcing Han Xin to surrender. Empress Liu immediately announced his crimes, effectively erasing his 10 great contributions. Han Xin had once asked Liu Bang to swear a promise of 3 no-kills and 5 no-kills. I will not be killed by heaven, earth, or iron. I will not be killed if I see heaven, earth, or the emperor. I will not be killed without ropes or weapons. So Empress Liu had a palace maid stab Han Xin to death with a bamboo pole in the hanging bellroom of Chang'er Palace, and executed his entire clan. Peng Yu was another hero who helped Liu Bang conquer the country. After Liu Bang conquered the country, he was enfeoffed as king of Liang, and established his capital in Dingtao, Shandong. During his campaign against Chenxi, Liu Bang sent envoys to Peng Yu to recruit troops for the campaign. Peng Yu, citing illness as an excuse, refused to obey the order. To appease Liu Bang, he dispatched only 1 general with troops to Handan. Liu Bang was furious when Peng Yu did not personally lead his troops, and immediately sent envoys to reprimand him. Peng Yu, sensing the gravity of the situation, planned to personally apologize in Handan. His subordinate, Hu Zhe, advised him that Peng Yu would surely be captured if he went, and suggested he simply rebel and establish a new faction. Peng Yu rejected Hu Zhe's advice, but he also abandoned the idea of personally apologizing, continuing to feign illness. Meanwhile, Peng Yu's steward committed a crime. To avoid punishment, he hurriedly fled to Liu Bang, and reported to him the conspiracy between Peng Yu and Hu Zhe. Liu Bang dispatched envoys to attack Peng Yu unexpectedly. Unaware of the situation, he was arrested and imprisoned in Luoyang. After an investigation by the competent officials, the case was deemed sufficient for treason, and the emperor requested Liu Bang to sentence him according to the law. Liu Bang pardoned him, demoted him to a commoner, and exiled him to Qingyi County in Shu. Peng Yu traveled west to Zheng County, where Empress Liu Ji arrived from Chang'an bound for Luoyang. Encountering Peng Yu on the way, he wept before Liu Ji, pleading his innocence, and wishing to return to his hometown of Changai. Liu Ji feigned a promise and accompanied him eastward to Luoyang. She explained to Liu Bang, King Peng is a valiant man. Exiling him to Shu would only bring disaster upon us. It would be better to kill him. Therefore, I have brought him back with me. Liu Ji then instructed Peng Yu's retainers to report him for another rebellion. The Chief Justice Wang Xianke submitted a report requesting the extermination of Peng Yu's family, and Liu Bang approved it. Peng Yu was executed, his clan was exterminated, and the kingdom was abolished. In 195 BC, Emperor Gaozu of Han, Liu Bang, passed away, and Crown Prince Liu Ying ascended the throne, becoming Emperor Hui. At only 17 years old, Emperor Hui was weak and incompetent. leaving the entire government in the hands of Empress Dowager Lu Ji. Immediately after Lu Bang's funeral, Empress Dowager Lu's long-simmering jealousy and resentment unleashed. She exploited her power as Empress Dowager to launch a frenzied revenge against her rival, concubine Qi, and her son, Lu Ruai. At the time, Prince of Zhao, Lu Ruai, was far away in his fiefdom of Hebei. Empress Dowager Lu dispatched envoys to Zhao 4 times, summoning him to Chang'an, intending to execute him and concubine Qi to eliminate future threats. Emperor Hui Liu Ying was a benevolent and friendly person. Upon learning that Prince of Zhao was in danger in Chang'an, he rushed to Dongba, just outside the city walls, to greet him. He brought his younger brother, who had nearly deprived him of the throne, into his own palace, sharing their daily lives and meals, thus thwarting the Empress Dowager's plans. Unexpectedly, one day, Emperor Hui went out to practice archery early in the morning, leaving Lu Ruai alone in the palace. Empress Lu took advantage of this opportunity, and dispatched someone with poisoned wine to forcibly kill the king of Zhao. Concubine Qi was devastated by the news of her beloved son's death, and Empress Lu devised a brutal and cruel method. She chopped off concubine Qi's hands and feet, gouged out her eyes, smoked out her ears, and poisoned her with a mute potion. She then threw her into a latrine, calling her a human pig. A few days later, she summoned Liu Ying to see her. He wept bitterly and ordered someone to tell Lu Ji, "Such a thing is unmanly. I am the Queen Mother's son, and I am ultimately incapable of governing the country." From then on, Liu Ying indulged in pleasure and neglected state affairs, becoming a chronic health problem. To accelerate the growth of the Liu clan's power, Empress Liu unexpectedly installed the daughter of Emperor Huorui's sister, Princess Liu Yuan, and Prince Zhang Ao of Zhao, as Empress. Marrying a niece to her uncle completely disrupted the order of succession, and Empress Zhang remained childless. This posed a dilemma for Empress Liu. If another son of Liu Bang were to inherit the throne, he would not be her biological son, so she ordered the son of another of Emperor Hui's concubines to be raised by Empress Zhang, and the child's biological mother to be killed. After Emperor Huorui's death, Empress Liu installed Empress Zhang's adopted son as emperor, calling him Xiaodi. Empress Liu assumed the role of Grand Empress Dowager and presided over government affairs. After Emperor Huorui's death, a clique of external relatives, led by Empress Liu, quickly formed, capitalizing on the opportunity to ennoble the Liu clan. Following Liu Bang's example, she conferred titles of kingship on numerous Liu clans, consolidating her position and power. Furthermore, Empress Liu married Liu's daughters to princes and nobles with the surname Liu, ensuring the continued prosperity of the Liu clan. Liu Bang's descendants Liu Yu, king of Zhao, and Liu Hui, king of Zhao, both married daughters of the Liu clan as their queens. Liu Zhang, Marquis of Xuexu, and Liu Zhe, Marquis of Yingling, also married daughters of the Liu clan. At this time, the young emperor, Xiaodi, whose name remains unknown, unexpectedly learned he was not the empress's biological son. He unwittingly declared, "The Empress Dowager murdered my mother. When I grow up, I will avenge her." Empress Liu immediately imprisoned him in the Yangxiang, Eternal Lane, announced the young emperor's illness, and forbade his attendants to approach him. She later had Xiaodi executed, and installed Liu Yi, another illegitimate son of Emperor Hui, as emperor. Although Empress Liu was extremely cruel to her heroes who had helped Liu Bang conquer the country, and her former rivals, she implemented policies to stabilize social order, promote agricultural production, and provide rest for the people during her 9 years as emperor and the subsequent 16 years she controlled government, leading to a certain degree of social and economic development. In 180 BC, Empress Liu died. The Liu clan princes denounced the crimes of the Liu clan, and demanded a joint military campaign against the Liu clique. Within days, the Liu clique, led by Zhou Bo and Chen Ping, decisively wiped out the Liu clique through a palace coup, enthroning another of Liu Bang's sons, King Liu Heng of Dai, as emperor of Han. After her death, Empress Liu was buried in Emperor Gaozu's Changling Mausoleum.